Good morning.
Good morning, here she comes. Where do you cycle from?
So it took me about half an hour.
Oh, very good.
So I'm going to go in the gym, have a quick workout before I get to my desk, and then I'll introduce myself properly.
Lovely. See you then.
I'm Emily and I'm going to take you through a day in the life of me. Who's me? So I'm a talent executive at Huel. What that means is that I cover recruitment and onboarding within the business. So from the day you might apply and send in your application to the day you get an offer and come into the office for your first day, I'll take you through that whole journey with us. So today I've got quite a busy one. I've got 3 candidates coming in this morning for their final interview, meeting Julian. Then we've got an interview happening over Skype because that person will be joining the Birmingham office. Lots of screening calls to get done, so people that have applied to us. The first stage they'll talk to me, and then at the end of the day I've got my one-to-one with my manager. Right, I'm just going to tell Julian that his candidate's here so he can meet them, so he doesn't run over on his diary. And then fingers crossed that goes well. We'll see. Right now I'm just responding to all the LinkedIn messages I've got. So overnight and especially over the weekend we get a lot of requests from different people wanting to find out a lot more about Huel, about the roles, about our locations and so on. So I like to go back to them personally rather than just letting them go on the website or something. So I think it's nice to get that sort of personal response from our team.
Do they come straight to you or do they mainly message like James or...
It really varies, so I'm sure James will tell you he gets a lot of message requests. People all around the business, so some people like to reach out to people that are in their function, or some people will reach out to myself or my manager Matt because we're in talent. So yeah, really varies, but I think we really like to get back to as many people as we can.
Oh, should we go get coffee?
What are you doing?
No, don't.
It's part of the process.
So we have these signs on our desks, basically to tell people to go away. So I put it up sometimes when I'm quite busy or just got a lot to do, and now it's not going to. So now you can't talk to me.
I can't tell if the sign is very passive aggressive or if it's just a sign.
I think if it's quite high, it's quite aggressive, whereas if it sits quite low, it's like, we can smile at each other but not make conversation. And yeah, things are moving really well because we're like recruiting like mad at the moment, which is really exciting. So in the last 12 months since I've been here, we've grown the business by like a third, and now that's just gonna like keep ramping up. So yeah, super busy, so don't disturb me too much. So now it's time for lunch. So this morning I've been super busy. I've done lots of screening calls with different candidates. I've caught up with my manager. What I'm going for today is a little bit of a secret, so you can't actually see what flavour it is, because the MPD team have been working on lots of new innovations and they leave it in the kitchen for us to try, give our feedback on, and then they'll build on that to improve the product.
You've not put water in?
No.
Come on, first step.
Okay, so I'm just going to put some water in first.
Are you a water or milk kind of girl?
I'm a water just because I like to have 2 scoops, which is 400 calories, and I like to snack throughout the day as well, so always stick to water.
Can you give us any hints about what it is?
It's quite sweet. It also tastes quite creamy, which is nice, and that's all I'm going to tell you for now because it's a secret.
How did you get into this job?
Very good question. So I've followed Huel for a good number of years and followed Julian on LinkedIn, and he actually posted the jobs on his profile. And I was like, that is what I want. Like, I knew I wanted to work for a business that like does good for the world and for people and actually makes a difference, because in any role I think it's important, but even more so in recruitment where you're actually talking about the business day in, day out. And I wanted to talk about a business that I genuinely care about and genuinely enjoy working for. And now, like, my work has changed massively because day to day I just talk about why I love working at Huel, and it's so fun, it's so good, people love hearing about it, people are really excited to work here, and as you can imagine the roles are quite competitive. Okay, so now I'm going to go and screen some candidates that have applied to us, so it'll be like a quick 20-minute chat, just as a bit of an introduction to us, how we find out a little bit about them and what they do and why they want to work here ultimately, and then I'll get some feedback for them and fingers crossed move them to the next stage. Cool. And this part is confidential, so I will leave you just there. Thank you very much for following me around today, a life in the day of a talent executive. What I recommend you do now is give Huel a follow on LinkedIn and also check out our brand new career site to see all of our amazing opportunities.
I've just read your Huel HQ and I don't want to be in any photos.
Yeah, but
Don't mind me.
What are you doing?